next guests are the actors from Tick, Tick, Boom performing at Shea Theater. Welcome Joe Russi and Sean Ryan. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. We're really excited.
I'm so excited to have you guys. Tick, Tick, Boom. I remember seeing the movie drop on Netflix, but this is a long history in the theater world. For viewers that aren't familiar with the show, can you give them some background about what's it about?
Yeah, so it follows the story of John, who is Jonathan Larson, who wrote Rent. So if you know musical theater, you might have heard of Rent, but it follows him the week before he turns 30. And he thinks that when he turns 30, that's like the deciding moment when should he give up his dreams or should he settle for the life that society tells him he has to have. So it's that internal struggle.
I think we can all relate to that at one point. You get to a certain age and you're like, am I where I'm supposed to be? Am I gonna do this? Like, so is there any part of you that relates to kind of what's happening in the show?
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. The show travels through such an interesting storyline to where anyone can relate to something in the show. And I feel like there's so many things that are like a gut punch, and it's like, oh,
You're like, oh.
I'm going through that too.
I think you don't have to be an actor or be in theater to relate to this story. Yes, he's a composer, but anyone who's ever had a dream can relate to this.
Absolutely. Now, I read in your bios, I think at one point both of you guys have been in a production of Rent, correct?
Yes.
So okay, what parts of Rent do you see kind of transpire in this? Because it's also Jonathan Larson, like you guys said.
The music.
Yes.
The music is very, the structure of the music is very similar, and it's all very brilliant, and everything is very thought of well.
And I think Tick, Tick, Boom, he wrote first, and you see some of the characters kind of inform the characters that he wrote in Rent. Like, you can tell that some of the characters in Rent were his best friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Tell us about what characters each of you play.
I play John,
Okay.
who is John Larson.
Yeah.
I play a character named Michael, who is John's best friend.
Oh, yes.
He's very fun. He is very driven, and all of his stuff is very straightforward. He's exploring a bunch of fun things and trying to live the fancy life while still helping his friends out.
Absolutely. And John's really like the dreamer, right? He's going for his dreams. He's like, how am I going to make this happen?
Yes.
And he's so focused that he kind of lets other parts of his life fall off at some point.
Absolutely, and I think it's to a fault, but at the same time, I think it's just such a beautiful thing that he believes in himself so much, even when no one else does.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that people can take away from the show, is that even if you don't have anyone in your corner, as long as you believe in yourself, you can do it.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful message. That show is like, it's gorgeous. And if you guys obviously have to see the show. By the way, when is it running? Your opening night is tonight, by the way. So
Open
good
tonight.
luck. Break a leg.
Thank you.
And when is the show running through?
The show runs until June 4th.
Okay. Now, how long have you been working on doing this production?
About a month.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we've been rehearsing for about a month.
And how's rehearsals been? How's the process like? 'Cause people just see you guys on stage. They don't realize how much goes into it, right? Like, the fact that you guys learned a whole musical in a month, that's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And the show has been so fun to work on.
Yeah.
All of us are super close.
Yes.
So that's been
Yes.
really, really lovely.
Right.
Our third cast member, Leah Burst, she's one of our really good friends. So having the three of us get to work together has just been like a dream.
And there's only 3 cast members. It's me, Joe, and Leah.
That's it.
And so
Oh
it's
my
a very
goodness.
small
Play all the
cast.
characters.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's a 3-woman show.
Yes, literally. And it's been such an incredible experience working with 2 of my best friends.
Oh.
And it's just been different because I've never been in a show that has had such a small cast.
Yeah, that is a lot on just 3 people. Now, you guys are both from Buffalo. You're originally from, well, you're from Rochester, you know, same thing.
Same thing.
So I'm excited to see you guys have your performance, and I think it's going to be a great show. I always like to ask, you saw that in the NCIS package, what part of yourself do you bring to your character?
It's so interesting because I feel like John and I are very similar because we are very driven people, and I have always tried to follow my dreams. I still am to this day. I'm not 30 yet, but almost. And I feel like I can just relate to him so much. So although I never got the chance to meet him, I think I can bring just parts of my personality to his personality and mesh them just to create this character.
And really quickly, what about you?
Michael is very goofy and playful.
Oh,
and
I'm
fun.
seeing a little similarity here.
I've been known to be a goofball here and there, so
Absolutely.
it's a lot of fun being able to put that inside of there.
I think this is going to be a great show. Viewers, if you want to see this show, well, good luck again. It
you.
opens tonight. It runs through June 4th. You can get tickets at shays.org. Thanks so much for coming in, and Maynard.
Thank you
so much.
So to come on Daytime Buffalo, get your dancing shoes ready. We've got the Elmwood Village Association in next to talk about Porch Fest 2023. Don't go anywhere. That's coming up after